she'll have a rematch with the Congolese boxer in the quarterfinals.
Rory, another case, boxers have been in town for a week, give or take, and this is their first chance to go into the venue, at least to on fight night, to go in and get dressed and go through that whole build-up. There's a ritual, believe you me, between trainers and boxers. I'm sure there's all kinds of superstitions, all these things, but it's their first opportunity here in this Olympic qualifier to come in, get dressed, walk out, feel the energy, be in the ring, and now the first punches will be thrown. It just, you can imagine, or maybe I can't, but I can dream about what would be going on inside their mind and body right now.
Exactly, and there would be more of a question mark over the boxer from Mali, 21 years old, Diarra. Probably her first big tournament. Radi, as I say, she was at the African Games. She actually won bronze at the 2017 African Boxing Championships. So she's got a bit more experience of this sort of event.
And that's well said. That's important because it's not an Olympic qualifier, but it still is, the big arena, the event, the walk-in. All of these things are not so new to her. And yet for Diarra, maybe we'll see. We'll see early. We were a bit surprised at the first 10 seconds of the previous bout, so put on your seatbelt.
Yeah, it's anything like the first bout. We're in for a treat. Dare say we might see a slightly more circumspect beginning, but who knows? We'll soon find out. The referee from Azerbaijan in the middle, Diarra in the red, Radi in the blue. It's Mali against Morocco, and already Radi landing with a useful left hand. And no, they're not messing about here either.
No.
I think they're getting straight down to it.
Yeah.
Radi looking to throw the first shot. Got a bit ugly in there, but Diarra firing back.
And
the referee might need to.
Is just,
he's letting them get on with it.
Just, he doesn't want to interject too much, but first 30, action-packed. Diarra doesn't seem to be overwhelmed by the occasion, but Radi is certainly something to contend with. She seems powerful. She's moving well.
Yeah, she definitely looks to be moving the better. You can see there, just Diarra, feet a bit static for my liking. And Radi with a really nice counter, left hook. Early stages, though, still a long way to go in this. Just over a minute gone in round one, but Radi already just looking slightly the more organised of the two.
And willing to counterpunch. She's gonna. It looks like she wants Diarra to go first, and then
just getting the better of that exchange of jabs there as well, the Moroccan, and she's on top so far. Little combination there, and Diarra needs to get that guard up a little bit. I think it's just a bit low, and Radi is landing, but Diarra with the jab there. Had the right cocked back for a big punch, but Radi avoids it. And that was better from Diarra with the jab. Just over a minute to go, and
good left, another good left, right.
Radi just the crisper punches. Just a bit more slick with the hand, and again there, and Diarra sent backwards, and I think Radi thought she had a chance, and there is the right, and there's a standing eight. Standing eight.
That's a veteran at the tender age of 22, sensing that she has hurt her opponent.
Yep.
And went right in.
She really moved in, and Diarra just needs to avoid those big shots. There's another big right from Radi. 40 seconds to go in round one.
And to her credit, Radi's still measuring. She's not just going in and throwing wildly.
Yep, she may have hurt her opponent, but she wants to pick the punch. Big overhand right from Diarra.
And another
Radi
right.
with another right.
Another one.
She's got Diarra in trouble here. 20 seconds to go. Bit of a wrestle there from the Moroccan. Just needs to curtail that exuberance ever so slightly. But I've been impressed by Radi so far.
Big round. Inside 10 seconds.
Could be a 10-8. Well, she had the standing 8. There's a sharp left and a nice combination.
And another right, and
oh, she just warned for hitting on the back of the head. There's the bell, and Yes, those are the right corners. A little bit confused which corner was which.
So you mentioned 10-8.
I think 10-8. I think so.
Yeah,
standing count, a couple of really
yeah,
big shots.
Yeah.
Could be a 10-9, but
no, I agree. I think with
I'd
the domination and the standing 8.
Get some of the highlights.
If they have this
round.
last,
There was a big right. You can see after each exchange, Ruddy just adjusting the headpiece, the head guard, and two judges giving it 10-8 and 3 10-9. So
I think that's very fair.
So Ruddy in complete control of this contest, and there's to be a bit of concern in the Mali corner. Some stern instructions being given. The bell's gone, and she's still sitting down. They need to get a move on.
Very stern, very much to the point.
But the trainer eventually out of the ring, and we're underway in round 2 as we hear a bell from ring A. Round 2. Diarra in the red, up against it. Against Shaimae Radhi. That was a good
nice right hand.
Great right hand from Diarra. It's the best punch she's landed.
Sure was.
That should give her a bit of hope and some confidence. So she has hurt the Moroccan.
Well, maybe just annoyed.
Radhi doesn't seem too perturbed, it has to be said. She's coming forward again, but there is danger there.
No, she needed to do something to stand her up and back her up, but Girl in Blue has a good measure of her opponent, and now it's just she's wailing away.
Piling on the
there's
pressure.
Another one.
I thought that was a bit premature.
Me too.
Standing 8. I can see why it's been given, but I didn't think Diarra was in too much trouble there. They were a couple of good shots, but
and maybe my insight's wrong, but with the headgear especially, maybe it can go a little longer. Maybe if you're unsure because of the headgear, maybe you let it continue a little more. But
and another standing 8. It's a good shot, but is it enough to warrant a standing 8? I don't know. One more of those, and the bout is over.
Well, I also think the referee, whether he sees it or not, or whether he's anticipating it or not, he knows this is a mismatch. But you still have to give Diarra her shot.
I think so. I think you've got to give her a shot. She hurt Radhi right at the start of the round, and I thought that might have been a springboard for something, but she's suffered 2 standing 8 counts, and she's very much up against it. And 80 seconds left for Radhi to find another big shot and finish the contest. 3 standing 8 counts will be a stoppage, and there is a big right. But Diarra comes back to her credit.
Yes.
But Radhi, you can see, just picking her moment to throw that big right again. Left over the top. There is a right. Bit of a wrestle, and you can see Diarra holding on. Just over 50 seconds to go. Diarra, I think she'll have a job just to make this round. And it's a stiff left from Radhi. .30 seconds to go, and Diarra trying to stay out of trouble to some extent, but Radhi is stalking her, looking for the one punch that might end this. 20 seconds to go in round 2. Perhaps Diarra will make it to the 3rd and final round, and then who knows? She's still in this, but the referee telling them to engage. But I don't think this is a bad move from Diarra, because if she gives herself 3 more minutes, she gives herself a chance. That was a good left from Diarra at the end of the round, but it's another convincing 3 minutes in favour of the Moroccan. Yeah, the 2 standing 8s. It's one-way traffic as far as the scorecard is concerned. Although Radhi breathing heavily, adjusting that head guard once again. She hasn't had everything her own way. You did say it was a mismatch. I wouldn't go that far, to be honest, but there is no doubt that Radi is the superior boxer. Here is the card, and 10-8 all round.
I won't defend my position, but it's just 2 rounds in, and there's a big difference on the scorecard. We'll see what round 3 brings. But that's not taking anything away from Diarra. She's 21 years old, and as you mentioned in the beginning, you foretelling of the story was much less experienced, and I think that's played out.
Yeah, it has shown. And once again, the trainer taking far too long to get out of there. The bell went about 6 or 7 seconds ago, and he's still talking. And the referee persuades him to move on. And we're underway in the 3rd round. Can Diarra start the 3rd round as she did the 2nd?
Wonder what Radi's mindset would be here going into a round. You're dominating the
well,
fight.
She's pouring forward.
I can see what the mindset is. Never mind.
I thought she might think of perhaps staying out of trouble. Not a bit of it.
She's in running right into trouble.
Yep.
And she is the trouble right now for Diarra.
Referee, I think, indicating that boxers need to listen to his instructions. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in those minds, and the noise as both boxers land punches, and Diarra just had the better of that exchange ever so slightly. That's a good right hand, though, from Radi. 2 minutes to go for Diarra to somehow turn this around, and it's the counter again, but back comes Diarra. Referee warned him out the inside of the glove. That's when you've just got to let them get on with it, surely. Radi covering up. Diarra goes to the body. That was a good shot.
She's acquitted herself well.
Looks like she's going to fall to defeat here, but she's been far from disgraced.
No.
She's up against, let's face it, she's up against a better, stronger opponent, but she has acquitted herself well. Missing with the attempted big right. Goes to the body once more, and maybe Radi just getting a bit tired because...
or maybe doing what we thought she might do at the beginning.
Yeah,
just, burning the clock, just draining the clock and just moving on.
Diarra, she's a bit static here. She needs to really, if she's going to have any chance of winning this, she needs to start swinging.
And maybe Radi's just waiting for her to bring it.
Oh, that was a good right on the counter from Diarra. And, okay, the scorecard tells a story, but Radi will know she's been in a boxing contest here. She's had to take a few decent shots. There's a good left, good combination from Radi, and they're both landing, and it's Diarra who takes a count again. I can see why, but she was coming back. It's and he stopped it. Well, I think that's a little unfair. I think he could easily have let her.
The only thing I'll say is that he sees the eyes. He's right there. But I agree, she was loading up to come back when she took the shots. She was in the process of being offensive.
It doesn't make any difference.
No,
to the
wouldn't
result,
change the
surely.
outcome,
20 seconds to go, but I feel for her a bit because I don't think she acquitted herself badly at all. I think she did what she could against a decent opponent, and I think it would have been nice to just let her go the distance, but the referee decided otherwise, and we have a stoppage in the final round as he checks the gloves, and Radi celebrates. She will have her arm raised in the air. There it is. Winner by referee stops contest.
And Radi now just 2 wins from going to Tokyo 2020.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just that quickly. The dreams are close by.
They are. But she has that rematch I forecast beforehand. She's up against the African Games bronze medalist and second seed here in Dakar.